We live in a motherfucker. And it's been a minute on the Mac. Let's put this right here. Wait for my people to come on in here. Fellowship with the dribble. We got some shit to talk about tonight. The streets are heating up. Look at my levels going up and down. We really in business around this motherfucker, yo. Y'all come in here. Good evening. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notification. Share this live as y'all come in here. As y'all come in here, just share it. Boom. Just share it one time. You know, when you go to the video, you can share it to Reddit, Tumblr. I've been on Tumblr a lot lately. Tumblr is dope. Y'all ain't tell me Tumblr was dope. Tell y'all, I be listening to some philosophers speak, and they say always do the total opposite of what everybody else is doing on purpose. So I've been sharing shit on Tumblr, and Tumblr is dope. Straight up. So find me on Tumblr and follow me. I'm Gully TV 1. Man, y'all doing a lot of keying in this chat already. Y'all doing a lot of key in this chat. Keefe Dizzle and Reggie Wright Jr., they seem to have a little spat going on. Miss Kitty, hey, hun, what's good? Frank said he told a little something. Yeah, he told a little something. Didn't I tell y'all to don't trust Reggie Wright? Keefe D said he believes Reggie Wright is responsible for the murder of Notorious Big. He didn't say Reggie. He didn't say his name. He said Wright Security. That's him and his father's security company. And this shit stinks. We need to get to the bottom of this. Thank you, Frank. Nigga got 20-year-old. Nah, this is what happened. I got to go deeper into this. Y'all ready? Get my lights right. We got to go deeper into this. All right. Last week, there was a raid in Henderson, Nevada. That raid was at Keefe D's wife's house. I don't know if it's his current wife or a former wife, but Henderson, Nevada, the raid transpired at that was Keefe D's wife's house. Anyway, in this house, they took a bunch of pictures from the 90s. They took a copy of Compton Legend. That is Keefe D's book. Keefe D wrote a book in 2019. That book probably triggers something. Well, in the book, he actually details the actual murder. He details what happened. This nigga done lost his goddamn mind. This nigga done lost his mind. This nigga wrote and promoted a book and went on an internet tour promoting a book discussing a live murder case. Hey, yo, the thirst is real. The thirst is real. The thirst is real. Keefe said, man, this is it. You know, he an old kingpin nigga. He used to selling bricks in the 90s and shit like that. So he thinking in terms of moving bricks. He thinking in terms of moving mass product. That's the only thing on his mind is moving mass product. But you forgetting that this case is live action. This case is still open. It's live action. And in his book, he detailed his account of the murder in a 2019 book. Hey, Keefe D, I know you be watching my platform. Check it out, Keefe Dizzle. Let me be the first to tell you, when it comes to marketing a book, you are the Michael Jordan of the literary game. I never seen a motherfucker go on a campaign to promote a book like this. You the best ever. Best ever. Hands down. Hands down. Never seen nobody go to this extreme to promote the book. The book came out in 2019. In this raid, they took some bullets from a 40 caliber weapon. Tupac was killed with a 40. The chances of Keefe D having any links to that Tupac murder as far as physical evidence in his house in 2023 is zero. I know he know goddamn well better than that. Have anything from that case, but in regards to this case, anything associated with the case would be valuable, including shell casings, weaponry, anything associated would be valuable. And he might be thinking monetization. That's the only. He said that gun in the ocean. That's where it should be. That's where it should be. They found a gun in the back of a house in 2000 something. They found a gun in like somebody's garden that they believe was the murder weapon and shit. And they confirmed it to be the murder weapon, but then they tested it again and they said that it wasn't the weapon that killed Tupac Shakur and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, Keefe D hotter than Texas. Yep, yep. Hold on. There's more. Keefe Dizzle. Boom. Got the book. Got the raid. In this book, he described his account of the murder as somebody from the back seat reaching over and firing out the window. Riddle me this, right? Didn't the shots come out the driver's side window? Didn't they say that? Yeah, it would have to come out the driver's side. It came out the driver's side window, right? The back seat side window. The back seat on the driver's side. She's saying across the driver. I'm trying to confirm what window that he fired out of. Las Vegas Police Department pissed off because we saying that they not working. Dude talked too much and gave him new evidence. I don't think the passenger was shooting at Tupac past the driver. He said the backside driver window. The backseat driver side, allegedly. Okay. Well, he said that when the shots start going off, he put his head down. That's a convenient way to try to absolve your self of any responsibility. But at the end of the day, what he wrote in the book was a murder. He was in a car, but nobody's been charged. I don't know. Real talk. Reggie admitted Puff contacted him for security. I did watch Greg Kading's murder rap. He said Orlando's arm was in a sling. That's why people question whether or not Orlando fired the shots. They said his shoulder was out of whack at the time. Orlando Anderson left the MGM with Reggie Rice Sr. I don't know about that one. He got the hospital records too. Isn't one of the dudes that was in the car locked up now? I think all of them dead except for Keefe D. Yeah, I think they all dead. Orlando was sitting behind Keefe D, but he supposedly leaned across the other guy in the back seat and fired. The fact that it took this long is crazy. Was something else I had to add to that. Boom. They did the raid. It was his baby mom. I mean, it was his wife's house. Raided in Henderson, Nevada. They took bullets. They took pictures. They took laptops. They took some weed, which is legal out there, and of course a copy of the book. But it was definitely in relation to the Tupac Shakur murder. They checking some bullets that was taken out of the house to see if they tied to the 40 that murdered Tupac or whatever, but we know that them niggas not that sloppy and shit. It was a long time. He said, leaned over a 300 plus 6'5" dude with a clear shot. I never bought that. For the most part, everybody is saying, yeah, oh my goodness. Y'all want to just put this on him? Y'all want to put this on him? A lot of people seem to be pointing at Keefe D. If you listen to Suge Knight's account of what happened on his documentary American Nightmare, he says when it happened, he looked across at. I took it to be Keefe D, and Keefe D just said he looked across and he looked right at Suge. And I believe, yeah, he said Suge was wounded before Tupac, according to Keefe D and shit. He's the last one left. When Keefe told all of them in the car were not dead, but they all dead. They all deceased now, right? That's my understanding of it. Tammy confessed to giving Poochie the money. Reggie and Death Row want the credit for Big's death. Poochie was their homeboy. According to investigators, the person who killed Biggie kind of hot. They say he had a Poochie fits the profile of someone who would do such activities. He's been known to be very violent. He said Poochie is a scapegoat. How you gonna be in the car and not get locked up? This is something that it blows my mind. It blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind. Listen to this. If Trey didn't get out the whip on Boys in the Hood, he would have been a co-defendant. It said Doughboy and them niggas went and put in work. Right? It said they went and put in some work. If Trey would have been in that goddamn car, he was a co-defendant. Keefe D was in the motherfucking car when niggas was riding. But nothing never fucking happened. That's incredible. He said, nah, you in the car, you catch the charge, how it work. I thought it was some level of conspiracy involved in shit. He said, who do you think did it? I don't even have an opinion on it anymore. For a long time, everybody established that Orlando Anderson did it. That was my understanding from people on both coasts. I met people from Cali that said, yeah, he did it. You know, everybody in the hood knew what it was talked about, but you never know. Nobody was ever charged with the shit. We in the streets can say whoever we want to speculate do it. They trying to find a motherfucking time to this shit with science. He said, did he tell a little something? He had to tell a little something. He was facing some brick cases. Keefe D had some kingpin charges. He was facing like 25 years for selling birds. And I believe whatever moves he busts with them, it got him out of that trouble. And I guess it probably got the heat off of him for the Tupac shit. But normally when they debrief you like that, they be wanting the absolute truth from your ass. They be wanting the truth. And if they catch you in a lie, the deal's off and you go into fucking jail and shit. He said, you think Keefe D had Orlando killed? Nah, that had nothing to do with him. He was off into it with some real live dudes and shit. Maybe his immunity came out. Keefe D is like Nino Brown in the courtroom. Keefe D got a taste of celebrity. I don't know when he did his first interview, right? He got a taste of celebrity. Somebody told him, man, you got to write a book, nigga. You going to be rich. Put the book together. Now you got to promote the book. He thinking about all the money he going to make. Man, I got to do these interviews and talk about this shit. This is a live fucking murder case. He has to have some type of immunity to get away with this because he wrote a book about a motherfucking live open case. And he said what happened from being inside the car. Damn. He said the police got all they needed from him. Now he of no use to them. Keefe D is like O.J. Simpson. He should have disappeared into the shadows. They got him to confess to stop that lawsuit that Biggie family had against the LAPD. They would have lost their case if he didn't confess. Now, check this out, right? He and Reggie Wright. Keefe D was at the scene of both Tupac. He was at the scene of both Tupac and Biggie Smalls' murder. Keefe D. Keefe D and Reggie Wright got some type of quarrel. They got some type of issue. They on the opposite opposing ends of an opinion or something like that. And they both been kind of like dry snitching on each other. If you really look at it, if you follow this shit, if you watch Art of Dialogue, they've been kind of dry snitching on each other the whole time. The whole time. And now, when asked, Keefe D flat out said, "I believe that it was the rights." That's a lot. That's a lot to say out of your mouth, especially when you have some sort of credibility because you was there and you from the underworld in Compton. Keefe D said his nickname in prison was the rapper killer. Keefe D will debrief asked to come on. You fucked that up, fam. You got to retype that. Y'all share this live stream. It's almost 900 people here. It's 200. It ain't even 200 likes. Get the likes up, please. I don't come in here. I don't demand super chats. I give y'all dope ass content. I give y'all facts. I give y'all facts early on. I give y'all my hypothesis, my educated guesses early on. I told y'all don't trust Reggie Wright. I told you don't trust Reggie Wright. Reggie was too comfortable. Too comfortable. He was too comfortable. And he had for a while, it seemed like he was trying to deflect attention from him and his father. And that's why he always constantly spoke about Keefe D. Keefe D going to jail. Keefe D going to jail. He keep talking. Watch, he going to jail. Reggie said that. Nigga going to jail. He said Keefe D may be a top echelon informant. He said, I blame you for interviewing gangsters. The dudes that I interviewed, they didn't say anything that's gonna get themselves locked the fuck up. This nigga, he's breaking records. That art of dialogue is actively trying to send him to prison. Hey yo, Too Pretty Miss Kitty, I appreciate your super chat, baby. Hey yo, Art of Dialogue is trying to send him to prison. He watching all of this content. He watching everything that people are implying, and he keep on putting out more videos of this nigga spilling it. He taking advantage of the algorithm of the momentum that's going on. He taking advantage of it. He throwing Keefe D ass to the motherfucking courts. He throwing his ass on the steps of the courthouse, Las Vegas. Hey yo, he said he wrote a book about it. Now he's trying to deflect it to Reggie. Where's the book available at? Where's the book available at? I know that shit flying off the shelves right now. You just got to take a peek at it. Art of Dialogue asks police type questions. Let me ask y'all something. Have y'all ever physically seen Art of Dialogue? Like, does he have a face? Has anybody ever seen him? He said Art looks like hell real. Has anybody seen him? I'm being for real. He said facts, unknown face. I'm gonna ask again. Has anybody seen Art of Dialogue face? He said it's a picture of him with Jewel. Art of Dialogue is fucking Jay Reed. He's Jay Reed. Art of Dialogue is Jay Reed. He's the plant. He's the counterintelligence agent placed online. Y'all know it has to be a counterintelligence motherfucker online. Y'all seen what they did to the Panthers. Y'all see how wide the World Wide Web is. Don't you know it's going to be easy to tuck some motherfuckers in here? They doing live investigations. They like, man, listen. Shit, if we do it on YouTube, we ain't even got to read these motherfuckers their rights. All we got to do is start a platform. They gonna start get on here and just tell everything for free. Like we won't even have. They won't even be protected by the Constitution or anything like that. All of his interviews are about Tupac. He got other interviews. A lot of his shit is about Tupac though. Art of Dialogue is 5-0. Hey yo, Art of Dialogue is the police. Look at what he's doing. He's stirring up shit. He's stirring up shit. If that ain't no J. Edgar Hoover shit, he's the police. He said, "Who is Jay Reed?" Oh my goodness. He said, "Who is Jay Reed?" You got to be a jitterbug. Jay Reed is from a movie called In Too Deep. I got to educate you here. Jay Reed is undercover from a movie called In Too Deep. Jay Reed, he's from Akron, Ohio. That's these niggas saying it here. He said they young Gully. Squab Cooks, what's good, pimp? I'll be out y'all way in a couple of days, my nigga. If y'all trying to do some business, let me know. I'm probably gonna be at the same hotel. The Cali, damn, damn. These the comments is going so fast. LL should have got an Oscar just for that last scene. He said, I thought that would say cheese. Nah, he did most of his interviews on Vlad and Art of Dialogue. Art of Dialogue has a relationship with them some type of way. When Reggie Wright said my name, I believe he did it on Art of Dialogue. Mike Bowers, I appreciate the super chat. All those Tupac channels are crazy. That Glasses Malone video, that Glasses Malone, shout out to Glasses Malone, that piece he did on Tupac, that shit is classic. That shit don't get enough accolades. LeBron's son went in a cardiac arrest. Young, let me be fair with this. Young, you got a fairly young ticker. Respiratory system is fairly young. You're young. It ain't ginger and vegetables. It ain't fruits and vegetables. I'll say that much. He said they overwork him. It ain't fruits and vegetables and shit. He playing basketball year round. Playing basketball year round. And no telling what type of science is involved and shit like that. Ain't no telling what type of science is involved. They got Russ. They got big plans for him. They got big plans for him. My man said, I'm thinking he said probably the Jizzab. I'm thinking probably PEDs or something like that. They be having PEDs to help you heal early and shit like that. Not to make you all big and shit like that, but to heal shit. He said growth hormones. Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it disrupts things that's going on biologically inside of you. I'm not implying that that's what happened with Shorty, but A plus B equals C. He young, man. He young. He young. He come from great genetics. So he said the Jizzab is taking people out. All the dialogue trying to get that reward money. He keeps saying Jaylen Brown got that bag, $304 million. He don't deserve it. He don't deserve it. He ain't gonna kill nothing. My man said we used to drink Old English, go hoop and lift weights. An interview that was done on Art of Dialogue, he asked him flat out, he asked Keefe D flat out, who do we think was responsible for the murder of the notorious Big? And he said, Wright Security. That's Reggie Wright and his father. Jaylen Brown only got that super bad because he was the next one up for the extension. The lady lied about being kidnapped. Yes. David Mack responsible for Biggie's hit. I don't know. Let's say the police did it. In order to get away with murder, let's stick to the facts. Let's stick to the facts, y'all, right? In order to get away with a murder that's high profile and gonna be scrutinized, you might need some fucking assistance from who? Law enforcement. The fucking police. The police was the motherfuckers that was declining to pursue shit. The police was the ones that was declining to pursue shit in regards to investigating this shit, leads and shit like that. The police the ones that was like, man, the police. All it take is one. All it take is one. They gonna protect him. They gonna protect him. There's two in regards to the rights. It's two of them. That's two badges. They gonna protect them niggas. 1,200 people here, 300 likes. Y'all too lazy, man. Y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta give me credit. You know why? Because I told y'all about this nigga Reggie Wright about 6 months ago. Probably longer than that. I told y'all. Reggie Wright is just like them Rampart niggas. They was all dangerous police. You know what I'm saying? He just looked like a scrub. He just looked, he on online. He looked like a fat chump sucker nigga. In the streets, get that nigga his badge and his hammer and a few of them goonies and shit. Alonzo. It's fucking Alonzo. I'm telling you. Definitely. Alonzo, training day. Telling you. He just like David Mack and them niggas. They was all dangerous. He said, I said that about Rampart a few comments back. Somebody was trying to act like it's a big separation between the Compton police and the LAPD. They are the fucking police. They all from the fraternal order of the police. They fuck with each other. They do. He said Ralphio Perez was the real Alonzo. They all the same. Any unethical police officer running around in the streets with gangsters is dangerous. Jack Cuff was running around with Preacher. He was the police. He was housing police. Dangerous. Keefe D was willing to put his life on the line protecting Puffy for concert tickets. Nah, they was promised a little bit more than that. They never received it. 1,200 people here, 400 likes. Let's get the likes to like 700-800. Y'all know I ain't never had 1,000 likes during a live stream. I always get them after the live stream. Let me get 1,000 likes here. Let's first. Let's just see if we can do it. Can we do this together collectively? It's over 1,200 people here. If everybody just all at once, it'd be in business. Let's not forget, Reggie Wright Jr. functions as a member of Mob THRU. Reggie used to hang with those Rampart cops. His man with the bank robber, that's David Mack. You said it months ago. I know it. Y'all got to start giving me more credit for my Nostradamus capabilities. Y'all do. It's like I got a crystal ball in this motherfucker. The crystal dribble. I be on it early. Don't I be on it early? Don't I be on it early? No wreck chasing. It's always where there's smoke, there's fucking fire. I told y'all. Keefe D said Reggie is gone, just like that. None of them would have got involved if Puff didn't put Bounty out on Death Row Chain. That could be a that might have some credibility to it. I asked Haitian Jack, who was the gangster guy, the gangsters in music, in the music industry, who, out of the executives. Who y'all think was the first person that he said was the gangster? Out of all of these dudes, Suge, Master P, J Prince, who y'all think he said? Puff. He said, yeah, Playboy. He said he just looked like that, man. He said he just moved like that, Playboy. He Harlem nigga, man. He gets you out of here, man. He said, think about it. Who the one that started putting out hits first? Puff. That's what he told me. He did. He said Suge ain't no gangster. He said Puff's a gangster. He said Puff's dangerous. I'm serious. Puff be saying Playboy too. He said, take that, take that. If you listen to the song Muscle Game, y'all ever listen to Muscle Game by Black Rob and Mark Curry? Do y'all hear the shit that Puffy saying on that song at the end of that song? Do y'all hear what he be saying at the end of that song? What'd he say? What'd he say? Put $1 million on your head. Then we're gonna erase your social security number. Y'all remember that, right? He said Puff is pure evil. That's what he said, right? He said it on a song. Muscle Game. Go listen to what they was rapping about on that song. Go listen to what Mark and Black Rob was rapping about on that song. Especially go listen to Mark Curry's verse. Go listen to Mark Curry's verse on Muscle Game, and then listen to the shit that Puff was talking at the end. Remember Mark was on his platform and he was telling y'all, he was like, man, that nigga knew not to fuck with us. Y'all remember he said that? He kept saying us. And I was like, man, you saying us like you was with them niggas. And he was like, man, I'm straight up. And he said a set. He said a gang set. Y'all remember the Mark Curry joint? I lived with Mark. Go listen to that song. Go listen to Muscle Game. Go listen to Muscle Game. You think you can destroy this? What'd he say? You think you can destroy this empire we built from scratch? You stupid. I wouldn't care how ruthless your crew is. We got defense on this area. Try to attack. Y'all remember that? What'd he say? There'd be no giving and no taking. Definitely no breaking. Of these rules we lay down, here's the situation. Mark, yo. Did y'all hear that shit? That's the y'all didn't hear him? Try to play Nino Brown and come up missing. That's what happened to hard head niggas when they don't listen. I swear I'm trying to warn you about the danger you're messing with. Y'all didn't listen to it? He said, try me if you think it's a lie. He said, Suge put Puffy in a cobra. He did. But somebody lost their life about him getting yoked up like that. Somebody lost their life about him getting yoked up like that. He said, Puff order hits. Hey, yo. He said, Puff order hits. Mark told me, even he know when to stop. Mark said he even know what he even know when it's enough. That's enough. He said, remember what Mano said about Puff. I met him in Miami. I shook his hand and shit. He was masculine to me. Seriously, he was that was a man. He was a man. Word. Like the video. It's 1,300 people here. Good evening. I appreciate everybody coming through. He said what change he's Mano. Mano said that he said, oh, Mano had a song called Rumors, and he had a song called Rumors too, as well. And he might have said something. I think he said something about Puff on Rumors. And he said Puff pulled up on him. I did get police vibes from Art's last Keefe D episode. The way that he's uploading them gives you police vibes. The set is hot. His woman's house, his wife's house just got raided. They took bullets, pictures, books, laptops. That you know how they do a raid. They did that, right? And on top of that, he's steadily putting out videos of this man talking. He said, Puff, smile on your face. He would get you out of here. Everything about artist police vibes. I'm just chiming in. I wanted to bring y'all back to this because I had an exchange with Reggie Wright early this year. He said my name, made a video about me. I said his. But I told y'all during the course of that video that he was the police, he was dangerous, and he's not to be trusted. And y'all be in his comments fucking with him. Keefe D said he's responsible for killing Biggie Smalls. Y'all be mingling with the niggas that killed Biggie. Annie the police. Killer police. Y'all be in his comments. Sick. Y'all be in his comments. Y'all be in his comments. Keefe D better call Russell Simmons and fly out the valley. That's his only way out. Nah. He ain't got Russell resources. That's why he's selling this book. This book that he wrote in 2019 is the cause for this campaign that he's doing. A lot of people, I just was talking about niggas doing an interview tour, going on platform to platform and don't be having nothing to talk about. If he got a fucking book out, he got a motive to talk. And that's why he doing all this fucking talking. Did nobody know? Did anybody here know he wrote a book in 2019? Did anybody here know he wrote a book in 2019? That's 4 years ago, right? That's 4 years ago, right? So in order for him to sell the fucking book, he got to do what? Get online and talk about this shit. He got to keep it live. He got to keep it live. That's what brought him to this point, to this juncture. Greed. Greed. Pure greed. I read it. It was trash. He launched it on Vlad TV back then. I still remember Idi Amin from the Outlaw saying it was a beefy arm, not a skinny dude arm. He said, I just listened to Hustle Game, very spicy talk. Y'all thought that was just a song? Y'all thought that was just a song? That song, Muscle Game, that was an anthem for Diddy's security. That was an anthem. That was an anthem for the security. Go listen to every word he said, especially Mark Curry. Go listen to him. Prayers for Bronny. He said, Puffy going to jail. Not for Tupac, he not. He said, yeah, I can believe it. Go listen to the song. Puffy ain't never talked that greasy, that sinister before. Never. Not on a song. Muscle Game, go listen to it. My man said the real one's dead, the others is living. No, they ain't. The niggas is dead. It was their time. Ain't nothing. No, 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 no. Ain't nothing real about dying. The unfortunate get called home early. Ain't nothing real about that. I want to be here. He said, I think they all involved. Kurt Jackson, what's up, pimp? No statute of limitations on murder. Out of all people you would think would know this would be gangsters, killers, niggas didn't involve with this type of lifestyle. Keefe D had been in prison before. He know that you go there forever when you get convicted of murder. I wonder what the fuck they told him to make him feel that he can just talk about this shit. Let me play this back again before I get up out of here. I'm gonna be on here a little bit longer. Give y'all another 5-10 minutes. Listen, right? Explain this to me. Trey Styles said, Doughboy, let me out the whip. They was going to put in some work. Right? They did go put in some work. They went to the hamburger stand. They told Trey to get out. No, Trey said let me out. They let him out. If Trey don't get out the whip, Trey is a fucking co-defendant, a co-conspirator, and an accomplice in a crime. Right? Right? How the fuck did Keefe D get the fuck out of that shit? He wrote a book, and if I did do what business is it of ours, he should have been talking about the book during the pandemic. He missed the window. Oh, the book, wherever the book at, it's selling right now, even though he told the juicy part. He made it juicy for him already. Uncle Murder said, let me shut up before Puff send them killers at me. Ain't no statute of limitations on murder. I'm gonna say that again. Do y'all understand that? They can come get you for a murder from. I just seen somebody speaking the other day. They said they still charging Kirk Bruce from the Shower Posse with murders from the 80s. They still cracking murder cases in Washington, D.C., and New York and Miami from the 1980s and 90s on the fucking Shower Posse. They still giving Kirk Bruce murder cases to this day. They don't close them. When they finally get the information, so who you say did that? Let's write this shit down. And then they go charge the motherfucker. Keefe D already snitched and got a deal on the Tupac murder. The police always trying to clear their books. He proffered years ago and it was public. Why wait all these years to get him? He been implicated himself. It's a difference of where he was proffered at. One jurisdiction wasn't pursuing it, and the other one, I don't think he was proffered in Las Vegas. I think he probably said something in LA. He said something to LA law enforcement. That ain't got nothing to do with law enforcement. I mean, law enforcement in Vegas. And not only that, he's saying that Greg Kading recorded him and he didn't know that he was being recorded. Trey would have been a co-defendant of all three murders because Q went to that burger stand and killed 3 people. Exactly. So how are you in a vehicle with the murder of a rap icon and a Hollywood icon, an actor, and you don't get no sanctions? That's crazy. G Dep got life for admitting to a 15-year murder. He didn't get life. Imagine what he ratted on that we don't know about. That's why he comfy. Yeah. He said, I was looking for the book earlier today. He admitted to being an accessory when he gave the feds that info on Baby Lane. That's why it's called a cold case. He said that trying to get out, admitting to the murder, but he already signed a contract. Was he in the car though? Absolutely. Absolutely. We know this. This is common sense amongst people. We know this. You're gonna at least get a conspiracy case. What the fuck you mean you didn't know he was gonna rob the place? What you mean you didn't know he was gonna rob the place? What you mean you didn't know he was gonna shoot anything? They got a way of questioning you to detect your knowledge of. Did you know he had a gun? Was he known to carry a gun? Did you know that he was did you know that he carried a firearm? You knew that? But you didn't know he was gonna shoot him. Let's get your involvement with we you knew that he didn't you said too much. You knew that he carried a gun. You knew that he carried a gun. That's enough. He gave him the gun, allegedly. They stashed the gun while at the club together. Didn't they say they put it on the tire and went back to the club? Mm. All right. I established my point. I've been here long enough. I appreciate y'all for coming through. We're gonna see what happens. Me personally, I think they something obviously triggered the investigation to reignite in Las Vegas. I got somebody being booked for something by like Thanksgiving. By like Thanksgiving. Word. That's my opinion on it. Let's see what Reggie got to say now. Yeah, Reggie and Keefe D is gonna go back and forth for the next couple of days. I'm pretty sure Reggie Wright is somewhere recording his responses now and shit like that. He said, "Yep," and I don't think Keefe D will be the only one. Reggie Wright admits he is testifying at grand jury hearings next week. He said, "You putting time limit on motherfuckers going to jail? It's been 30 years. It's been 30 years. I sound like a great run to me. Ain't nobody been charged with it. Somebody killed him. I'm just saying. I think the sand is running out of the hourglass. What you think? What you think? They just conducted a raid in 2023. Something triggered that. They said the evidence from the Tupac shit, the Tupac case, was in storage for 25 years. That sounds like a real cold case. For them to get active on this shit right now, something happened. Something happened. Straight up. He said they knew who did it from the jump. Keefe, the only one who left alive, though. I don't understand how nobody has ever been charged with anything and how he can write a book about what happened inside a car, inside a murder scene, basically. He can write a book about it publicly, sell it, talk about it, and nothing happens to him. That don't make no sense. That don't make no. You ain't get probation, motherfucker. You didn't get a. You got nothing. You was with these niggas. You feel me? They will tell you this. Listen, we don't want to hear that you had nothing to do with it. After Orlando got assaulted, y'all could have called the police. This is how the law talk. We don't want to hear that you didn't know that it was going to be any vengeance. We don't want to hear that you didn't know it was going to be a gun in the car. We don't want to hear none of that. We don't want to hear none of that. We don't. That's how they be. That's how they move around. I just don't understand. I guess he a special case. I guess he a special case. He was in the car and passed the gun as well. They said it was a Netflix thing he was on talking. What did he give the feds to stay out? He gave the feds whatever. Um, he gave the feds something pricey because he was facing 25 years for cocaine distribution. He was getting money. KVD's a baller. KVD had bricks, lots of them. That's how he got down with. He was a big boy. He's doing pretty good. His motherfucker had a kingpin case. He didn't go to jail for that. And he got this murder case. He didn't go to jail for that. That nigga got a 4-leaf clover. Do you think YNW Melly is going back to court? Yeah, they're gonna recharge him, and he going everything that he just went through. He got to go through it again. Yep. People said that it was gonna be a mistrial. People, y'all said it. People in here said it was gonna be mistrial. Y'all said that like last week. Will Suge show up at the trial? Anyway, he said PCP, not coke, I think. Keefe said they were. Keefe said they were the night the big that got died, but not for wreck. You fucked it up. He said, nah, it was both PCP and Briggs. Keefe D was that dude. Anyway, y'all subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. 1,500 people here. Y'all still lazy. We still ain't cracked 800 likes. 800 would look good. I want 1,000. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for taking y'all time to be here tonight. Super chatters, you did y'all thing. Make sure y'all look for my upcoming interview with Lakey the Kid from Queensbridge. He got a new book out called The Poor, and it's Dope as fuck. I should show it to y'all before I get up out of here. Yeah, I think I am. Give me one second. Keys. He said, I felt the same you felt at that donut spot. I was at the marathon spot, like, fuck, I'm doing here. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Got the fuck up out of there. Gary, what's up? Yeah, this is Lakey's book right here. It's called Plethora. And I'm one of the early people that got one of these. It's the shit. It got pretty much everybody from New York City that means something on any level in the streets. This I wanted to go to a specific page. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. This book is just it's crazy. This book is crazy, yo. And when I opened this book, for whatever reason, look, they go to real 50 Cent. The Lakers in jail with some of them dudes. Let y'all see that up close. Make sure y'all look for this. Get this. Um, when I opened it up, it went directly to Sherm the Worm. I was like, whoa. It went directly to Sherm the Worm, but yeah, this is the poor and shit, man. Let me show y'all one more. That's Lake right there. Some of this during his time spending upstate New York. Yeah, he got pictures in here with Suge. He got whole chapters with about Suge, about 50 Cent. Speaks about everybody in here. The situation. Big old Tut right there. That's Tut Walter Johnson. The Tupac rapped about. If you've never seen him before, that's him. This I don't know what to say. This book was sent to me as a study guide to prepare myself for an upcoming interview I have with him. And it was suggested that I read this because I did the interview with Sherm the Worm. And you know how people feel about Sherm and Lake. We all know that, you know. And any clarity needed on, you know, their relationship and the hierarchy in Queensbridge and shit. It's in this book, but they go Sherm right there. That's Sherm and Pistol Pete. He tells the story how they sent that sex, money, murder thing all over the edge. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get the notification. Share this live. Share this. People need to know about this situation with Keefe D. I want y'all to know where I stand with it. My coverage of this case didn't just start. By no means. I did the coverage of the Tupac Shakur Quad Studio robbery, and ever since, you know, I've been following along with this case. So hopefully, at some point, the Shakur family can get the justice they're looking for. Anyway, I'm up out of here, man. Peace and blessings to everyone. Y'all have a great evening.